Alright, T-Mac here. Like I said, when I first got these, I was going to use them and then do a review over them, a further review after using them. I don't really like to do out of the box or whatever reviews because you got to use it to know what it's going to do, right? And you know, I'm not going to do reviews over something I don't believe in, or you know, that I just isn't worth my time. So let's dive right in. The Raptorazor big game skinner combo kit, fillet kit. I mean, whatever you need, right here. Of course, this is the kind of like the original. This is the pack that you can carry, and your big game skinner fits in there along with the Mako system. And I tell you what, so far I have processed 3 hogs and 6 deer with this kit right here. And I mean, processed them down to from in the field into the freezer. That's what I've used these tools. I mean, probably the best thing so far that I found is just the Raptorazor. I love this thing when it comes to gutting, or if you're going to do the non-gutting method, which I had to do the other day. I'll tell you what, a guy brought a 350-pound hog, and I tell you what, it was work, but I got it all done, and mostly with this right here and the fillet knives. This skinner on the back of this Raptorazor right here is absolutely incredible. It really does work good. Pull the skin back and just go at it. Works excellent. That was probably the most pleasant surprise on this whole thing, was just this blade right here. Of course, it comes with these little safety sheaths here that can be mounted, and you know, of course, this right here, the Mako is no slouch. Really a great blade for skinning and processing. They took it further. Okay, this is the fillet kit. Now some of it's empty because I got it right here. This fillet kit comes with this handle, a saw blade, a utility blade kind of for everything, which I use for deboning, and then you got 2 fillet blades in the back there, a 6-inch and an 8-inch, I believe. That's your utility. It has a cool little point on it that I find very useful when I'm boning or deboning animals. And of course, you know, you got the big fillet knives. Use them on some crappie, so yes, they work. You got some extra tools here, which is great. You know, you never know when you're going to need a Phillips, a flathead, a star bit, or this big Allen head thing. It comes with a sharpener right here, and this thing, like I said, once you get it into the kitchen, this is where it's at. Or boning a whitetail deer or a hog, this fillet knife is amazing. Of course, got you a steel here. This, that blade has been the biggest surprise and probably my favorite. But this chopping blade, man, I tell you, this is one awesome kitchen knife. I keep this handle and keep it in the kitchen all the time. I'm always using it, and it really works great. It's got a nice weight to it. You can tell it's a really thick blade, and it really does chop excellent. And when you're holding it, I tell you what, you kind of feel like a bad man pajama with this thing in your hand. This is the Ulu blade, which I haven't got to use yet, but I haven't even opened it yet. I am going to be using hopefully pretty soon. And just once again, this can either go into here and you have, you know, a nice chopping blade. Now, I keep saying this, but another thing that I did not use for a long time, and that is meat hooks. Never really used them. I will not go without using them now. Anytime I gotta go butcher an animal, I'm taking these things. This makes butchering that much easier, whether it's it really came in handy when you got a hind quarter on a hog that big around, and you're gonna pull it up, or I had to have somebody else hold the meat up while I, quartered the animal. So came in very, very handy. They got a shorter version, which I use a lot, but I left that over at Casey's house. And then he sent over this. This is an attachment for the saw, for like a pole saw. Put a handle in there, and you've got a pole saw right here that can be broke down and carried in, and cut very well. But what I've mainly been using this for, and my neighbor has been using it for, is plumbing. The other day it was -5. That's the actual temperature outside, was -5, and had some pipes freeze, bust, and I tell you what, crawling under the house with this may not be what it was designed for, but it has worked in our plumbing issues very well. I even took it over my neighbor Gene, and he used it in his plumbing issues. So unconventional way of using it, but it worked. So the Raptorazor, and I mean, I'm on the pro staff, so yes, I do favor them. But even if I wasn't, and I bought this at the store, no one, expecting anything from me, I would be completely satisfied. This is the best big game, whatever game, skinning, filleting kit I have ever used, and I will never process another deer without it. Guys, go check it out. Raptorazor, Rick, great product, love it, can't wait to continue using it. Got some big plans for 2018, going to be using them again. Love y'all, God bless, and I'll see you next time.